You ever find yourself in conflict and just not sure how you got there? Well, you're not alone. If you are employed, 85% of employees are dealing with some sort of conflict at some level right now. But the thing is, we're not always prepared for those conflicts, right? We're not trained for those in our employee handbook. It wasn't in a parenting manual that was given to me at the hospital when my kids were born. And I don't know, maybe you received a training before you got married in conflict resolution. I can tell you that Ann and I did not receive that training. And we have since spent a lot of time and resources learning how to navigate conflict well. And it seems like conflict is it's inevitable, right? It seems like it's around us. And I'd like for you to imagine, can you imagine just harnessing conflict to be this tool for growth rather than allowing it to be a disruption to almost everything? Think about that. How would that change the dynamics of your organization? How would that change your workplace, your community? How would it change your family? Let's take 2 minutes and look at how conflict resolution is not only necessary, but I think it's actually invaluable, because conflict is not just about disagreements. It's actually an opportunity for growth. It's an opportunity for innovation. And that comes about whenever we choose to learn and engage really well. So whether you're facing clashes in leadership styles, you could be facing clashes in personality difference. It seems like we have to learn how to navigate this really complex landscape of tension that is just kind of all around us. So if you can, take a moment and picture yourself in that situation where emotions are running high, right? You've been there. Emotions are running high. You got two different viewpoints that are coming together. They're clashing against one another. And maybe you're even there right now if you're like 85% of employed people. Imagine the impact if those conflicts go unresolved and what that's going to do to your team. What's it going to do to your team's morale, to their productivity, to their engagement? What is unresolved conflict going to do to your family? What's it going to do to your community? See, unresolved conflict, it can lead to this toxic culture that's going to hinder growth. It's going to hinder innovation. It's going to hinder development. And we have to ask ourselves, how can we do this better? How can we manage conflict better? Well, first you have to recognize that you're in a conflict. And if you are in a conflict, it's okay to call time out and ask for help. And I would recommend, hey, bring in a neutral party like a coach. Bring in a counselor. Bring in someone that can help you grow and help you navigate the conflict really well. I'll like to tell you a story about someone that did this. It's a CEO that found her team just overwhelmed with her internal conflicts. And she decided to seek out some coaching. And after a few sessions, we were able to give her some valuable insights, if you will. Some of those insights came into her personal conflict style. And then we also gave her some really helpful techniques in finding resolution to conflict. And this might be the most interesting thing that she learned during this time. And this might be like someone watching the video right now. She learned that she actually liked conflict. She liked the back and forth. She liked the high emotion that she felt. She liked the high emotion that it brought out in other people. It was like pure exhilaration for her. But it was exhausting for her team. They hated it. She had this team that it was such a good team. They were willing and able to work through healthy conflict. But their leader just kept subconsciously pursuing more and more conflict at every meeting, and it was wearing everyone out. They could hardly go through like a single meeting without someone feeling like they'd been in a literal fight. And so this CEO had choices, right? Of course she had choices. One option, she could keep doing what she'd been doing. She could keep trying to find that high. She could keep trying to stir up emotions to create this disagreement or this distraction that she could just throw herself into and she loved. She had lots of other choices. The choice that she made was, I can share with my team what I've learned about myself, and I can ask them to help me avoid unnecessary conflict. Because we recognize there is necessary conflict and there's good conflict, right? There's good things that can come from conflict. That's how we get better. This is where innovation happens. This is where iron sharpens iron. We don't want to miss out on that. Just imagine the possibilities available to us. Imagine the possibilities available to you when you're armed with things like active listening and empathy and the ability to transform conflict into an opportunity for growth and collaboration. See, when conflict is managed well, it can lead to this incredible growth. It can lead to incredible innovation, but it requires a shift in us. It requires a shift in our mindset that we have to couple with this willingness to learn new things, to grow, and ultimately embrace discomfort. If you need help turning conflict into one of your greatest assets, I'd love to help you. Really would, because I've seen so much good happen from it. I hope that you'll hit the like button and you'll subscribe to the channel, and I know you're going to like some of the upcoming videos.